Good morning, my lovely students. How is it going? Today we will complete Unit 2 for Mega Goal 2 Wishful Thinking Grammar. Today we will use conditional sentences with F clause, imaginary situations, and also we will use the verb wish. Conditional sentences with F clause, imaginary situations. Use conditional sentences to talk about imaginary or hypothetical situation in the present. And use the simple past in the F clause. Would is often used in the main clause. For example, if I found $1 million, I would keep it. I wouldn't take it to the police. This is the F clause. F clause. So I use simple past found. It is simple past of the verb find. Simple past of the verb find. And this is the main clauses. So I use would plus base for. This is the main clause. Is it clear, my dear students? Okay. The contraction of would is apostrophe D and is used with all subjects. I'd, you would, he would, she would, we would, or they would. For example, they would be happy if they had time to take a vacation. Sorry. This is the F clause. And this is the main clause. If clause, we use here the simple past. If they had time, it's the simple past of the verb have because it's F clause. What about the main clause? We use would plus base for. Is it clear? Okay. Conditional sentences with might and could. Might can be replaced would in conditional sentences to express what? Excellent, to express possibility. For example, if I had extra money, I might take a vacation to Hawaii. Here is F clause, so we use simple past, and this is the main clause we use might plus base for. We can also use could. Could can be used in the F clause. It means if someone were able to. For example, if I could travel anywhere, I would go to Tahiti. The main clause we use would go. And if clause we use could travel. Could can also be used in the main clause. It means would be able to. For example, if we had more time, we could play another game of tennis. Here we use could play in the main clause, and we use simple past in the F clause. What about the verb wish? Use wish for thinking you want to happen but probably won't. For example, in the present, I don't have much time. How can I use wish? I'll say, I wish I had more time. I wish I had more time. In the present, I use I wish, then I use simple past, I wish I had. simple past. Okay, another example. I have to study today. I wish I didn't have to study today. Wish plus simple past. In the negative, we use didn't plus base form. I'm not rich. I wish I was rich, or I wish I were rich. I can't go to the moon. I wish I could go to the moon. In the future, he won't lend me his car. I wish he would lend me his car. In the future, we will use would. Pay attention to this note. Was is usually used in informal spoken English with I. I wish I was a millionaire. Now, let's answer exercise number A. Match the sentence parts. Number 1. If I were a very rich person, I wouldn't have to work. This is if clause, so I use if I were, and this is the main clause, so I use would plus base form. Is it clear? Okay, number 2, if I saw someone who was stealing in a store, what would I do? Excellent. I'd call the police. Of course, I'd call the police. Number 3, if I had more experience, I'd apply for the job. I'd apply for the job. Number 4, if I could say something to the president, I'd tell him to cut taxes. Number 5, if I had to leave my home, I might live with my aunt. Here I use might. It expresses possibility. Number 6, if I could choose any destination, I travel to New Zealand. What about you? The next exercise number C, discuss the following situation in a group. What would you do? Number 1, someone took your shopping cart by mistake in the supermarket. What would you do? If someone took my shopping cart by mistake, I just say, sorry, that's my cart. Number 2, you are in a hotel and you see a famous writer. What would you do? If I were in a hotel and I saw a famous writer at an RP table, I wouldn't bother the celebrity and ask for an autograph. Number 3, you lent a friend some money, but the person didn't return it. What would you do? If I lent a friend some money, I'd politely ask for the money back. If clause, we use here if clause and the simple past, and in the main clause we use would plus base form. Okay. Number 4, you lent a friend a dress or a suit for a special occasion. When he or she returned it, it had a big stain on it. What would you do? If I lent a friend a dress for a special occasion and the friend returned it with a stain, I wouldn't say anything. I'd just take the item to the dry cleaners. Number 5, you saw someone cheating on a test. If I saw someone cheating on a test, I might tell the teacher. Here, where is the if clause? Excellent. This is the if clause, so we use simple past. Where is the main clause? Very good. This is the main clause, and I use might plus base form to express possibility. Now, exercise number E. Use the verb wish to complete the sentences. In some cases, more than one verb form can be correct. Your best friend is a wonderful person, but he or she talks too much. I wish that my best friend didn't talk so much or wouldn't talk so much. Okay, now let's answer number 1. Your friend eats too much junk food and you think it's unhealthy. I'll say, I wish my friend didn't or wouldn't eat too much junk food. Here, I use I wish and then the simple past. We can use didn't plus space for or wouldn't plus space for, and pay attention to the meaning. Number 2, a friend asked you to go serving, but you don't know how to serve. I wish I knew how to serve. This is the simple past of the verb know. Number 3, your parents won't let you go out tomorrow night. I wish my parents would let me go out tomorrow night. Would let. Number 4, it's raining again. I wish it weren't raining. Number 5, you want to buy someone a present, but you don't have enough money. I wish I had enough money to buy a present. The last one, you have to wear a uniform to school and you don't want to. I wish we didn't have to wear a uniform to school. Do you understand, my lovely students? Okay, take care of yourself and good